Hi guys, it's me. I'm back with an update. So I I'm like baffled. It's already up to 45 acres and I just barely got the last video uploaded, so I'm going to keep this one pretty short. But yeah, this one is growing really fast. It doubled and it really hasn't been that long, so let's go back an hour because it's not that old. This fire's really not that old. So, yeah, it looks like we got ourselves a nighttime fire, which I was hoping wasn't going to be the case, but it's already up to 45 acres, and we can see the mountain glow. We can definitely see that the wind is blowing, and that's not good, but it looks like there's some air crews trying to put it out. We'll see how that goes. Let's see if there's anything. This is just showing you the city lights, Rancho Cucamonga area, and that's it. I mean, I don't know if we're going to be able to see it from any other angle, but that angle that it has right now is a pretty good one. Let's see if we can see any glow, maybe. We can see the airplanes, the air traffic. Yeah, it's in the total opposite direction. Silly me. Excuse me. Well, I'm just gonna have to wait and see. There's one right here that was 50 acres. It's 75% containment. That was over by Lakeland Village. Basically, the one right here, the Pyrite fire, it is threatening this area right here. They may have to, do some kind of evacuation, but it is really just kind of like a mountain area. There's a lot of vacant land. It's not totally, it's a quarry, so it is a pyrite quarry, so that's interesting. I was wondering why they named it the Pyrite Fire, and that's because it's right there at the Pyrite Quarry. So they're mining pyrite, basically, and it looks to be a desert terrain. So there's probably some, the creosote bushes, the chaparral that are very flammable. And I just wonder, it makes me wonder, like, all these fires seem to be popping up, like, on a street or right next to the street. I noticed a few cars this summer already catching fire just randomly, so it makes me wonder if this wasn't started by someone's vehicle. But, I guess we shall see. It's 45 acres already, and we're just gonna wait and see what they update us with, if anything. But it's right there in the city, and I just hope everyone is aware of it. Well, they should be, but it's a good thing to download this app, and I keep saying it, and I'll probably keep saying it. But yeah, I mean, at least for the summer, get rid of it in the winter because we don't have too many fires there. But just to have it when, especially if you live in this area. Now, I did hear about this Rancho fire earlier. It's 4 acres. It started 2 hours ago. It's basically on the coast. They already lifted the evacuation. And I'm not gonna watch all the videos because it's only 4 acres, but it is probably, like, I bet they wanted to alert people because it's right there in the city. That is a pretty populated section. And there it is again. It's kind of looks like it's coming off of this road, or even this little, maybe there's a house, or it's like a turnout or like a lookout where people might go just to hang out and look at the scenery. Definitely overlooking the ocean. So I guess that one is a threat, even though it's only 4 acres. So keep yourself updated. It looks like it's one of those areas where it's one way in and one way out, and that's a really bad situation. Kind of the situation where I'm at. And honestly, I don't want to see another coastal area go up in smoke. That's not going to be good for LA. Like, LA's already pretty much suffering financially. I know there's room for recovery, but if we can take a breath of fresh air, like, it feels like we're just like our heads being held underwater. And I don't live in LA, but the whole state suffers when these things occur. Not sure what we're looking at. There's definitely smoke. But that, oh yeah, it is showing the fire. So let's go back and look. It's just kind of hard to not this one, but this camera right here is showing. Let's go ahead and go back an hour and see what we can see. So there's daytime, and I think over there by the left up on the mountain, that appears to be, and I could be wrong, but it kind of does look like that's the flare-up of the fire. But it also looks like there's fires in other spots. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't really watch the news, and I know I should, because I'd probably get a lot more information that way. But I'm just going off of what I see on this app, and if they mention something, like, let's see what they mention for the Rancho fire. Well, we know that evacuations were lifted, but yeah, I just hope they're getting it under a handle, because that's all pretty close to the fire. So, anyhow, I am going to sign off for now. The Pyrite fire is still 45 acres. Has not jumped since we've been sitting here. And it's not, doesn't appear to be any sort of contained yet. So I will let you guys know if there's any more updates. And until then, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.